Halo, selamat pagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Rizky Ramadan, dosen Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris STKIP Al-Hikmah, Surabaya. Spesialisasi saya dalam mengajar adalah pada keterampilan berbahasa, terkhusus kepada keterampilan berbicara bahasa Inggris. Pada kesempatan video kali ini, saya akan mendeskripsikan salah satu mata kuliah yang saya ampu terkait dengan keterampilan berbicara bahasa Inggris, yaitu pada mata kuliah Basic Spoken English yang memiliki bobot 3 SKS. Pada perkuliahan ini, saya secara umum menggunakan dua metode pembelajaran. Yang pertama adalah metode discussions, dan yang kedua adalah metode Think, Pair, Share integrated with interactive learning media. Penggunaan dua metode ini diharapkan mampu meningkatkan interaksi antara dosen dengan mahasiswa, terkhusus kepada mahasiswa sehingga memiliki banyak kesempatan untuk praktek berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris. Sebelum saya mendeskripsikan lebih jauh tentang tahapan pembelajaran yang saya implementasikan pada mata kuliah ini, akan jauh lebih baik jika saya narasikan sedikit tentang apa itu Basic Spoken English. Basic Spoken English merupakan salah satu mata kuliah terkait dengan keterampilan berbicara bahasa Inggris, di mana mata kuliah ini bertujuan untuk meningkatkan keterampilan berbicara mahasiswa, sehingga diharapkan memiliki keterampilan berbicara setara dengan level intermediate atau IELTS pada level 5. Proyek akhir dari mata kuliah ini adalah mahasiswa diharapkan mampu melaksanakan orasi ilmiah pada tingkat nasional maupun tingkat internasional. Baik, selanjutnya saya akan mendeskripsikan terkait dengan metode pembelajaran yang akan saya gunakan. Pada mata kuliah ini, saya mengimplementasikan metode Think, Pair, Share integrated with learning media. Untuk mencapai tujuan perkuliahan, saya memberikan beberapa topik terkait dengan interaksi sosial tertentu, baik secara formal maupun informal, selama kurang lebih 14 kali tatap muka. Kemudian platform pembelajaran yang saya gunakan pada mata kuliah ini ada beberapa hal. Yang pertama saya menggunakan MOOC atau Massive Open Online Course. Kemudian yang kedua saya menggunakan Google Classroom, di mana Google Classroom ini saya gunakan untuk memberikan modul, materi, topik perkuliahan maupun tugas-tugas yang harus mereka diskusikan di pertemuan tersebut. Yang terakhir, saya juga menggunakan WhatsApp Group Discussions untuk melaksanakan proses pembelajaran. Secara umum, mata kuliah ini membahas tentang beberapa topik terkait dengan interaksi sosial. Yang pertama adalah Produce Appropriate English Consonant and Vowel Sounds. Yang kedua, Read Phonemic Alphabets in the Dictionary. Yang ketiga, Talk about themselves and their friends. Kemudian, Describe what they can see from a picture. Yang kelima, terkait dengan Explaining how to do or making something. Kemudian, Make requests and give response to the request. Kemudian yang terakhir terkait dengan Perform a range of speech acts in different settings, such as in a restaurant, in a campus, or in a formal situations. Baik, selanjutnya saya akan mendeskripsikan terkait dengan tahapan pembelajaran yang saya lakukan pada mata kuliah Basic Spoken English. Pada tahapan pembukaan, secara umum setelah saya membuka perkuliahan, saya mengajak mahasiswa untuk mengetahui tujuan akhir dari perkuliahan pada tiap pertemuan, sehingga mahasiswa diharapkan memahami target apa yang harus mereka capai. Di sini saya juga berupaya menarik atensi mahasiswa dengan mengajak mereka berdiskusi melalui beberapa pertanyaan yang saya lemparkan kepada mereka, sehingga mereka mampu menarik kesimpulan tentang apa tujuan dari perkuliahan pada pertemuan tersebut. Pada tahapan selanjutnya, yaitu tahapan interaction, di sini saya melaksanakan tahapan secara dua arah antara saya dengan mahasiswa, dan perkuliahan berlangsung secara interaktif. Pada tahapan ini, saya menggunakan metode discussion dan juga mengimplementasikan metode Think, Pair, Share integrated with interactive learning media. Pada tahapan yang pertama, yaitu saya menggunakan tahapan Think, di mana saya mengajak mahasiswa untuk berdiskusi tentang konteks interaksi sosial tertentu melalui teknik discussion. Dan saya akan memberikan mereka kesempatan untuk berpikir bersama rekan sejawat mereka. Tahapan yang kedua adalah saya melaksanakan tahapan pairing atau pair, di mana saya mengajak mahasiswa untuk bermain game menggunakan interactive learning media dan membagi mereka ke dalam beberapa kelompok. Pada tiap kelompok, saya akan mengajak mereka untuk bermain permainan, sehingga pada permainan ini saya berharap mahasiswa mampu meningkat motivasinya dan media ini mampu menurunkan kecemasan mereka ketika proses pembelajaran sedang berlangsung. Dalam permainan ini, saya meminta mahasiswa untuk mendiskusikan tentang topik tertentu atau sebuah gambar atau sebuah statement yang akan mereka dapatkan pada permainan ini. Ketika mereka diskusi, saya juga akan mengawal mereka, memfasilitasi mereka, dan juga memberikan waktu bagi mereka untuk berdiskusi. Tahapan terakhir adalah tahapan share, di mana pada tahapan ini hasil diskusi pada tiap kelompok akan mereka paparkan per mahasiswa, sehingga setiap mahasiswa memiliki kesempatan untuk unjuk praktek berbicara ke dalam bahasa Inggris. Yang terakhir, pada tahapan post-teaching, setelah semua tahapan pembelajaran terlalui, saya mengajak mahasiswa untuk refleksi dan memberikan masukan terhadap perkuliahan yang kita laksanakan bersama. Dan pada pertemuan tersebut, di akhir perkuliahan, saya akan melakukan assessment terhadap hasil perkuliahan di tiap pertemuan. Perkuliahan ini akan saya nilai berdasarkan beberapa poin. Yang pertama adalah terkait dengan keaktifan mereka selama perkuliahan, kemudian dari hasil UTS mereka, dari hasil UAS, dari hasil final project, dan juga dari tugas-tugas mingguan yang akan mereka tuntaskan. Demikian video yang bisa saya paparkan terkait dengan mata kuliah ini. Selanjutnya saya akan memberikan dan menunjukkan cuplikan video pembelajaran Basic Spoken English. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. While waiting for Ustadz Abe turn his camera on, we can begin our class right now by reciting Basmalah together, everyone. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay then, everyone, are you ready for having fun today?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, once again,
sir.
it's really fine for all of you here to turn your camera on and turn your speaker on so that it seems like we are having a face meeting class, yeah? So today, everyone, we are going to discuss about descriptive text, yeah? I'm sure that each of you here already know what descriptive text since we already learned it since junior and senior high schools, okay? So everyone knows what is descriptive text. How can you explain about descriptive? What is descriptive text, everyone? Yes, Ustadz Raihan, please.
Descriptive text is a text where you can explain something in particular, sir.
In particular. So if we want to describe something in particular, it is called descriptive. So today we are going to discuss about descriptive text and about simple present tense. Why simple present tense? As we discussed, that simple present tense is often used by a text, this kind of text, yeah, because we talk about fact. So what is descriptive text? Descriptive text is a text which says that a person or a thing is alive. Its purpose is to describe and reveal a particular person, place, or thing. Once again, we discuss or describe about a person, place, or thing in particular, ya, secara spesifik. So we can say that descriptive text is a text that reveal what kind of things that we want to describe, the form, the shape, and then and any kind of things, the count of the numbers, and so far and so forth. The purpose is definitely very clear. We want to explain, to picture, to the picture, or to describe something in particular. It's very clear, I guess, yeah? Let's move. Yep.
descriptive text, the first thing that you have to understand here is about the personal description or particular description. Personal description contains some information such as name, age, religion, address, school, and etc. Depends on what kind of information you want to inform to the reader. Personal description can be in a form and text. The generic structure, definitely you are able to mention the full name, address, age, school, family, and so far and so forth. Depends once again what kind of particular information you want to explain here, yeah? And the second one, mention the name, occupation, profession, and career, and other kind of things. Or maybe you are able to mention the physical features or their personality. The language feature that we have to understand in describing something is definitely we have to use adjectives more. So the more adjectives you understand here, the better you are able to describe something. So once again, understanding or memorizing the more adjectives here is the key, so that you are able to describe something in particular. And definitely compound adjectives, yeah. For example, like round, skinned, or attractive and beautiful, kind, and so far and so forth. Okay. And the second one, we use linking verbs. Okay, the use of linking verbs. For example, like be. Be is a kind of linking verbs, yeah. Is, am, are, and so forth and so forth. And then we are able to use attributes, has and have, and use question words such as who, which, how, where, and use pronoun I, you, they, we, he, she, it. Use possessive pronouns my, your, our, her, his, theirs, or use action verb related to the simple present tense such as be, have or has, work, live, look, like, feel, and others. And we have to use singular or plural nouns, definitely, yeah. And the last one, we have to understand about simple present tense. Okay, here it is, the form of simple present tense. I'm sure that you all already understand about it because previously we already discussed about what simple present tense is, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Here it is, the form. We have the subject and the verb and definitely the object. The verb here, we add s or es, depends on the subject. If, for example, I have a singular subject, do we need to add s or es on the verb here, everyone?
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Okay, for example, anyone can give me an example?
Kadang cook
Rehan
BTS meal.
eats BTS
Okay.
meal.
Rehan eats BTS meal. Very good, yeah. Rehan eats BTS meal. The verb eat will be added by s because Rehan is a singular subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a singular
Subject.
Singular subject.
If, for example, those statements Dadang eats BTS meal want to be changed into a negative form, how can it be? Anyone can give me an example? Dadang eats BTS
does
meal.
not eat BTS meal.
Very good. Dadang does not eat BTS meal. Is that so?
Does not eat.
Does not eat or does not eat?
Does not
eat
eat
without S.
without
Eat
S.
without S.
Without S. Very good. Yeah.
Yes.
Without S anymore. Why? Because the S already moved to do. Yeah. The verb which is added by S before is moved into do. That is why we change do here by adding S. Dadang does not eat BTS meal. Very good. And if you want to change it into interrogative sentence, how can it be? Anyone?
Does Dadang eat BTS meal?
Very good. Does Dadang eat BTS meal? Very good. Yeah. And if we have nominal sentence or a sentence without having a verb here, we add be before the adjective, adverb, or noun. The be is, M, and R. Okay? This one. Okay, is it clear, everyone, for nominal sentence? Anyone can give me an example about nominal sentence?
Imad is beautiful.
Imad is beautiful.
That's
Okay, Imad.
precisely what I wanted to say.
Okay, Imad is beautiful. Imad, agree with it?
Well, let us change the example to Rayhan is handsome.
Dia
It's more
ura.
acceptable.
Dia
Okay,
ura.
Rehan is handsome. Everyone agree with it?
Yes, take that.
Yes, okay.
50%. 50%.
50%. Only 50%. Okay. Okay, then if, for example, let me say Rehan is handsome according to Rehan, yeah? If we want to change this statement into a negative form, how can it be, everyone?
Rehan is not handsome.
Ugly.
Rehan is not handsome. Yeah, very good. Agree with it, Rehan?
Yeah.
I think the sentence should be Rehan is not ugly.
Okay. So you change the compliment also. Okay. Okay, but actually the grammatical form you have used before is definitely okay. Yeah. Great.
Yes.
And the last one is the interrogative form. Anyone can change it into interrogative form. Into two groups. I will randomly decide you into two groups. The first group will be considered into 3 students, and the last group will be 2 students. Yeah. The first group will be Ustadz Rehan, Ustadz Dadang, and Ustadz Naufal. Okay. Ustadz
Yay.
Rehan, Ustadz Dadang, and Ustadz Naufal will be in the first group, and the second group will be Ustadz Abe and Ustadz Iman. Okay. Ready, both of you? Both group, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Ready, sir.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's get
So what
started.
we want to do today is I will show you a board game. The board game is a kind of snake and ladder. I'm sure that when you were a child, each of you has ever played this kind of game, right?
Yeah.
Snake and ladder. In Bahasa, we commonly state it as
Ular tangga.
Ular tangga.
ular tangga. Very good. Ustadz Imad in Sulawesi, have you ever played this kind of game?
Yes, of course, Ustad.
Of course.
Oh, I sing it.
Okay. Yeah, great. So let me try to show it. The ular tangga, the snake and ladder.
Our childhood is not enough without this game.
Wow,
Yeah.
primitive.
Okay.
I used to be the top global at the time.
Okay, can you see it, everyone?
Yes, Ustad. Maybe you
Yes,
can
Ustad. It's
slideshow it.
rotating.
Okay. Wait. Wait for a while. Saya full screen kan dulu ya. Okay. Is it seen? Can you see my sharing screen, everyone?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then.
Yes, sir.
The rule is very simple. Just like what you did on ular tangga, yeah? Just like what you did on playing snake and ladder. What you need to do is just rolling the dice. What you need to do is just only to, rolling the dice. And when you roll your dice, after you roll your dice, you will move to these numbers. For example, group 1 and group 2. Let me draw your rule. The triangle here is the first group, yeah? The triangle here is the first group. And the rectangular one is the second group. Can you see my drawing pen, everyone?
Clear.
Yes, yes.
Clear, yeah? For example, the first group, roll the dice. Let me roll using my mobile phones. Roll it. Can you see it?
Yes.
What number?
10.
10. Good. 10. Then the first group will move to number 10. Here. Actually, in number 10, you are able to go up using the stairs here to number 27, right? But before you go up using this ladder, you need to speak up something on number 10. If you are able to describe the thing in number 10, you can go upstairs to number 27. But if you cannot describe it, you stay still on number 10. Is it clear?
Yes, Ustaz.
Clear, Ustaz. Clear.
Clear ya. Saya coba dulu. Number 10. Let me click it. Now, speak up. Describe or state your opinion of this city. So you describe or state your opinion about this city. What kind of city? That will be stated here. Okay? Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Captain.
Okay, good.
I can hear you.
Clear ya. So let's roll the dice. The first
Pineapple under the
group
sea.
will roll the dice. What number can you see?
5.
5.
Triangle. The first
Five.
time, right?
Okay, 5. Here it is, 5. 10. 5. Oh, sorry. Wait.
Ustaz, who is the first? Rectangle or triangle?
Triangle.
Oh, triangle.
The first group will be triangle. The second group will be rectangular.
Okay. You might be a
The first
rectangle,
group
right?
is Raihan, and then siapa tadi? Naufal
Dadang.
and Dadang, ya. Naufal and
Alright.
Dadang. Raihan, Naufal
Alright.
and Dadang.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, on number 5. Let me click it. Number 5. Describe or state your opinion of this country. Okay. Describe or state your opinion of this country. Indonesia. Okay. For group 1, I'll give you time a minute to think about this country, Indonesia, and one of you please describe about Indonesia. A minute starts from now. Done. Okay. Who's gonna be the speaker for group 1?
Dadang, Ustaz.
Dadang, okay.
Ray. Wow.
Okay, let me decide. The group 1 will be Rehan first. Please describe about Indonesia.
Indonesia. It is a beautiful country located in Southeast Asia. It has so many tribes and race, and it has so many local languages. That's it.
That's it. Okay, it's very beautiful. A lot of tribes and very kind local. And having a lot of local language. Okay,
Yes.
Ustadz Dadang.
Baik, itulah ringkasan proses pembelajaran di mata kuliah Basic Spoken English yang telah saya ampu. Semoga video ini memberikan gambaran umum dan deskripsi singkat terkait mata kuliah tersebut. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.